which has been awarded, a part of it has been awarded, and part of it is very, very soon awarded in generally, but it's a contract for the first two lots are yet to be signed. I can see that there's every need for us to expedite action in ensuring that the contract is signed and that the contractor is mobilized to the site as soon as possible. The Emevor-Orogun road, there's no, from what I've been seeing so far, it's a major artery in Isoko land. We have said that we want to focus on projects that link communities. In the case of Emevor-Orogun road, it links several communities. It's at once a commercial artery and serves also the dual purpose of being a major route for evacuating produce from the farms, agricultural produce, to Emevor town itself, and of course going the other direction to Orogun, but also to the neighboring cities of Ughelli, Warri, and then of course you can go to the other cities in Isoko land like Ole-Osoro and so on. So its strategic importance cannot be overemphasized, and I'm glad I've had the opportunity to come and have a first-hand knowledge of the state of the road as is now, and why there's a crying need for us to ensure that the process of formalizing the contracts and mobilizing contractors aside is expedited.
Yeah, can we know how many kilometers will be stretched?
I think altogether it's about 16 kilometers. Where's Steve? 16, right? Yeah, about 16 kilometers. So it's a very important route. That is why, like I said, it connects several communities and also agricultural, an agricultural routes, because there are so many. You've seen it yourself, the farms, evacuate produce to the city. We are talking about thinking beyond oil, right? So thinking beyond oil, we want to emphasize agriculture. This is one of the ways, the kind of infrastructure that helps to boost agriculture and self-sufficiency in food. We are spending an astronomical amount of money importing food, when by simply completing a road like this, you're already helping to reduce our food import bill by ensuring that at least the local communities around here, are self-sufficient in food.
Okay, a lot of contract has been abandoned. And now, as a commissioner, what the board is doing to abandon.
We're very, very clear from this. In fact, let me even speak for myself, since I represent Delta State. When there was a reception for me, that was one of the first things I said, which is that all contractors that have abandoned projects should either return to site or be prepared to vomit the money that they have been paid and they have made it back. It gladdened my heart to no end when the Vice President, throughout his visits to the Niger Delta States communities on behalf of the President, turned that, as it were, into a sing-song that all contractors who have abandoned their projects should return to site. Secondly, contractors who take money and run away will go to jail. Yeah. That's what he said. It was quoted, widely reported. Now, as the new board, we also have been saying that everywhere in all our visits to state governors who are principal stakeholders in the membership, we've been harping on that song that contractors should turn to site or be prepared to account for the money that we paid. But let me also say this, because I think it would be irresponsible if I don't mention this. There are also contractors who are old. This is nothing new. All over the world, contractors will be old. But the peculiar situation of Nigeria, marked by the sharp downturn in the price of oil, and therefore which meant a drastically reduced amount of money coming to the coffers of the federal government, and there, by implication, NDDC has meant that there's not the same amount of money as before to devote to projects. So what we have decided to do, the new board, is to focus on abandoned or ongoing projects. Since there are thousands of them, we decided that all projects, ongoing projects that are at least 60% completed, we'll try as much as possible to complete them. Now, Emevor-Orogun does not fit in that view, because we have not completed the process of signing the contract. Lots 3 and 4, of course, have been signed, and contractors have begun initial work, but lost 3 and 4 are not been signed. However, owing to this strategic, importance, we're going to, through the regional budgets, find ways of ensuring that the process is expedited, like I said. So we are keen on ensuring that projects are not abandoned going forward, and that the ones that are already ongoing, we will find ways of making sure that those are at least 60% completed. We are going to complete them, and then we'll keep going down until we have cleared that backlog.
Okay, sir. Sir, what is the present board of NDC doing for oil-bearing communities so that they can feel their impact?
Oh, a lot. I mean, just in Emevor here, in Emevor-Isi here, you have seen the various signboards indicating where NDC projects are. Right from the James Welch Gate, you just go inside a little bit along the Emevor-Orogun road, you will see a water project, going on. The feeling of many of the communities that it's abandoned, but I've just been informed that it's actually not abandoned, that the problem with it is money, payment for the IPC that already been raised. That's an interim payment certificate that already been raised for the part of the work that has been completed. Now, these are things we will look into. We went further again and we saw another sign, of Emevor-Isi-Orogun, road. We're already seeing some level of filling, some filling going on. And then, of course, there's this road itself, which is a big project here. This is a project that altogether I think is about 4 billion, naira. So it's not a small project; it's a big project. Then there's this one, and then of course the Isi community, the street lights, the solar, street lights. We already see the level of completion of the project by the poles and the solar panels already, put in place, just merely awaiting the poles being erected so that they'll be commissioned. That's just along this artery of Emevor-Orogun Road. And I'm sure if you go around the Sokoland and the whole of the Niger Delta, you will see a lot more. But let me also say this. I didn't begin project inspections here. We began the project inspections, at least I began the project inspections in the heart of Ijoland. And that's where I saw what I've been describing as the immeasurable capacity, the huge capacity of NEDC to actually answer to its mandate and be the primary force for transforming the economy of the Niger Delta and bringing the most needed development. There are such massive projects like the Omadino Escravos, road, which when completed will literally be integrating us, the Delta communities, literally all the way to Focados and Escravos. And then there's the Ogeye, road. There's also the Bomadi Tuomo Ujobo Road in Ijoland, which when I saw it, I was myself awestruck. Where NDC is literally cutting a road and erecting it on water, on swamp, kilometers upon kilometers where they are going through swamp. I mean, with water on it, and not in a dry swamp, and just literally forcing a road there to open up all of that swampland and make it transform the economy of that region. There's the Barigolo Ogulaha, road. Ogulaha, I understand, is another name for, is it Focados?
Yeah, Focados.
Focados, yes. With a massive bridge in Barigolo. So there are lots and lots of projects like this that people don't know about, that doesn't get reported in the media, but emphasis, all the attention seems to be on abandoned projects. And I think there's justification for that, which is why this new board is doing everything possible to reverse that negative narrative and begin a new narrative of how the NDC can be the force, as his slogan says, determined, to make a change, to make a difference. So there's a lot there, and I think as media men, I will also challenge you, to go around the Niger Delta and see what NDC is doing, and literally put our toes to the fire, because we also need that scrutiny. The new board, the government, we also need that scrutiny, because we're constantly trying to manage limited resources and you're trying to allocate those resources. Some people say focus on only the big projects, the likes of Barigolo, the likes of Uzere Patani, and so on and so forth. But we also see that small projects like the street lights in the Isi community here can very well be the thing that brings the community closer to government. When they see the lights shining in the night, they remember there's a government, and that they are not be totally forgotten. A classroom, a school that has been rehabilitated and brought up to modern standards, to meet the needs of the 21st century, for instance, can be the best investment in human capital, development that we can have, because you're investing in conducive, enabling environment for our children to learn. So there are lots and lots of things that NDDC is involved in. Maybe too many, in fact. Maybe that's our problem,
Thank you very much.
Yeah.